Yeah, yeah. 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 The Cohiba Red Dot. It's a world standard. It's a classic cigar. Um, all right, well, it's a New World cigar, right? It's old world name, right? But you know all the legalities with that. Point is this: if you haven't been on Iraq, you've heard of Cohiba on both sides, Cuban and New World, and the most popular Cohiba on the New World side, on the general, by volume, is the Red Dot. Majority, believe it or not, from what I've read, of Cohiba brand by volume is Red Dot in all its sizes, from pequeños, I think even not cigarillos, but it's kind of like what's the pequeños, 24, small shit. All the way up to Churchills, and I don't know if this comes in Gordo. That's the funny thing. That's a funny thing for a common big size. I don't think I've ever had this cigar in Gordo, whether they make it or not. It's kind of funny. I think I've ever seen the Cohiba Black. Do they call it Gigantes, I think? That's some funny shit. Most time you see a cigar, it's in a tubo, it's a Robusto. And you get Toros, etc. But the Churchill, I really love them. Here it is. This was sent to us by Uncle Larry. So shout out to him. Great looking band. I do miss the old band. The old band looked like this, but it had like a whitish yellow tinge to it. I don't know. I miss the old band. But the new one's nice too. The new one's definitely a step up as far as being more modernized. But it is what it is. The thing is this cigar a gimmick, or is this brand a gimmick? And the clear answer is absolutely not. If you approach it with a logical mind, is it good fucking tobacco? Is it a good choice combination of tobacco? Because you could have good tobacco. Doesn't always mean it's a good combination. And then you can have good combination of good tobacco, but that doesn't always mean good construction. Now the other factors, advertising, publicity, pricing, gouging, availability, that's a whole nother gambit, which in some ways they're not in control of. People's perception or people's hype, people's response. A company can't predict that. They can control tobacco, quality, construction, the choice of blend. MSRP, what, is what it is. It is a very firm pack. This is a Robusto. It is a nice, medium brown looking wrapper. It's Cameroon. It's true African Cameroon. It's Indonesian binder. And then Dominican Piloto Cubano, which is the main part of the Cohiba brand. I'm very comfortable right now. I'm fresh. My Beretta's fresh. I wipe off the old lubricant, put on a new one. My guns never get dirty because I always clean them. And then weekly, I just wipe them down again and get rid of all the interior lubrication. If any dust buildup happens from carrying or debris, everything's getting cleared out. And then I just lightly relubricate on the rails or any wear points. It's important. It's important. It's also important just as inspection. My shit never breaks either though, but it is what it is. If you're throwing your Glock on the cement floor, like, look, it's still there. Good for you. Good for you. But it is what it is. Anyways, what are we gonna say? It's a great cigar. Yeah, I'm gonna be reviewing it. At the same time, I've had this cigar hundreds of times, hundreds. Over, I don't know how many years, over 10, maybe 15, probably 15. Long time, the Red Dot. Every time I have it, I have a great time. It's up there with the great Cameroons. You have the Hemingways, you have the Don Carlos, And well, that's about it. Outside of that, there's not that many more great cameras. That sounded like shit. Well, I'm pairing this red dot with this. Look at that. Look at that. I'm not going to put it in here because I don't want to get the cigar wet. That's all right. I'll get it a little wet. There you go. There you go. Put down the potato chips. Put down the soda. Put down the French fries. And you want to have a snack? Have some fruit. Have some nuts. Off a tree. Not in someone's jeans. Anyways, let's light this up. Now here's the catch though with this brand. With the black, the red, and the blue. Everything else is going to be really MSRP at the lounge or, slightly cheaper online. When it comes to the red dot and the black and the blue, with CBID, there has been, much better pricing. Now, at the same time, are they the same exact cigars? Well, in my opinion, if they're Lucy's and 5-packs, they are, but they're not. They're the same exact tobacco because the flavor's the same. I would tell you a mile away if the flavor wasn't the same. However, when it comes to Lucy's and 5-packs on CBID, lots of times they appear a little ugly. And I don't mind that if you're saving 70, 80% of MSRP. So keep that in mind. That this is only my speculation. And when it comes to CBID, years ago they decided, well, our best stuff goes in the box, but we still make so many cigars. Well, liquidate these Lucy's and 5-packs and, help grow the brand because you're dead people that are going to pay full price that want the best looking shit in a brand new box. And then you get guys that are like, well, I just want a 5-pack. I don't care. Give me a 5-pack for $25. And they'll buy that all day long because, it is what it is. At a lounge, your Robusto's going to cost $20. Is that on the high side? It is. This would sell all day for $12, $13. Online, CBID, you're getting 5-packs for $20, $25, which is a steal at $5. It's obviously worth way more than $5, but your issues I think you're getting with the tier. It's not a grade A selection. It's not perfect looking. So that's the question. Either you're going to kind of pay a little much or pay way too little. So unfortunately, there hasn't been that, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word. Anyways, a reset of what these really should be at. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I have let this sit in my dry box for like 7 days. So I expect very good combustion, and I expect it to be even stronger than normal. Because I can't stress it enough. Take cigars you normally smoke and dry box them for a couple of days or a week, and you're gonna have greater combustion. Greater combustion, you're gonna have greater strength, and you're gonna have stronger flavor. I can't stress it enough. Here we go. Remember though, with Cameroon, true African Cameroon tobacco is very delicate. I can't stress it enough. What should you be expecting with a true African Cameroon wrapper? Tons of cinnamon, nuttiness, sweet happiness, spiciness, but not overdone like gonna kill you. It's just a great wrapper. Remember how I told you how cigars work? The wrapper is like the DJ. It decides what song to play. But the fillers are kind of like the speakers. How loud do you want that song to play? So the stronger the fillers, the more it's going to push what the wrapper is. If that's not true, then explain to me why you can have the same exact cigar, one in Maduro, and one in Sungrown, and one in Connecticut Shade, with the same filler and binders, and each one feels different. Why is that? The wrapper sets the flavor. Everything else pushes how strong that flavor is going to be. Go take a Perdomo 20th anniversary Shady Roan, 20th anniversary Maduro. They feel like two different cigars. Well, it's the same tobacco, except the wrapper. The wrapper's only one leaf. The ratio. It doesn't matter the ratio. It doesn't matter the ratio. You think everything, the ratio? Right now, you only see my skin. I'm a white man with a red face. Now, ratio, my skin's probably not even, 10% of my body? As far as my volume, your bones and muscle, blood, your guts. And I got big nuts. But it is what it is. It's the placement. It's the perimeter of the circle. Oh, that's so nice. The sweetness and spice of the Red Dot is always so comforting. 100%, it's always there. God, that's such a good cigar. That is such a good cigar every time. If anyone doesn't like this cigar, they're a hater. I can't talk to you. Now, unless if you're just like, I only smoke the darkest, strongest cigars, that scared me. All right, okay. And then maybe it's just Camarillo's not for you, but for people that just enjoy cigars. Super long, heavy finish, very buttery, very creamy, very nutty, very cinnamony, lots of black pepper spice, raw sugar. It's all, you got the whole cigar just sticking to your face already. Off one puff. Right now, we're at a heavy medium plus. And it's pretty intense. Right off the bat, 60% darkness. It feels like darker than a Connecticut, but not as dark as like a Sungrow. That is a beautiful cigar. So balanced, so beautiful. But intense at a medium plus strength. I think leaving this out in the dry box for a week from the humidor is going to really ratchet this thing up. We have very good smoke output. Wow. That's almost medium to full. That is really sticking to the tongue. I need to have some fruit. I'm getting notes of strawberry. And notes of blackberry. Now, the one thing with this really delicate wrapper, it can crack easily, especially if you put it down and you're playing with it in your hand before you smoke it, put it on the table, put it in your pocket. You might not think you damaged it, but be mindful. It's very easy to crack any Cameroon wrapper. It's not just a Cohiba thing. So Cameroon is beautiful, but it's paper thin. You really got to get that big smile and squint the eyes. And the smoke will get to the right place in your mouth and you'll really get the full experience. If you're not holding the smoke, You're not getting the full experience of the cigar. You're not getting the full potential. Soft, gentle heat. Dry your cigar out a couple of days. Don't use a lighter, okay? If you can. Don't overcook your cigar. It is what it is. Hydrate all day. Limit your alcohol. Don't be a drunk. I can't stress it enough. You can have a drink. You can have a drink. Christ turned water into wine. You can have a drink. Don't drink the whole barrel. You can have a drink. Christ didn't turn water into fentanyl. All right? You can have a drink. There's nothing wrong with wine. You don't drink a whole bottle. All right? Is what it is. Is what it is. Well, see, that started popping right there. Now that might have been damaged by me by handling. Put it in my pocket. It's almost medium full. A very long, heavy finish. That's what's nice about it too, though. It's such a long finish on this. So delicious. Sweet, roasted nuts, cinnamon, creamy. Almost feels like vanilla as well. Very nice black pepper. And a toasty feeling. It is a very beautiful, happy, delicious cigar. It's good for morning time, and it's good at nighttime. It's got enough balls that it's still good for an evening cigar. It's not boring. So everything that Red Dot does well. It does nothing bad. The issues that with the cigar are not the tobacco. I think the brand needs to find out where it belongs in the price point. I get it. I get it, the full price of the store. The problem is, like the purple, I pay full price at the store. Or online, people paying full price, $17 and $20 a stick. It is what it is. Give or take unless you get some discount code. But that's going to be the price point. But if you could go on Seabit and get it for $4, you're going to pay $4 every time. But you can't do that no more because they're not doing that with the newer stuff. They're not playing the games. So the problem is, with this one, there's games. Full price. Somewhere between maybe a sampler pack online. And then Seabit is just like, wow, we got some that a little rough around the edges, but they're in 5 packs. And it is what it is. So it's kind of convoluted. It's kind of, it's vague on what it's worth. My opinion, if they sold this for $13, $14 all day at a lounge, I'd buy this. That's where, that's, phenomenal. It's stronger than a Don Carlos. Not the Don Carlos Personal Reserve. So if you like Don Carlos, you're going to love this. It's going to be stronger than it. I love this cigar. I can't stress it enough. I'll be having this cigar to the day I die. The Red Dot is just, it's a perfect cigar. As of right now, the Red Dot's just going to be at a solid 4.7. It does nothing bad. Beautiful finish, great draw, great construction. But the flavor, it's all about the flavor. And it's so consistent. It's around the world. And, every time you have it, it's the same. But try letting that humidity out. Better combustion. Shit. Oh, shit. Wow. I took a big hit on that, but you see how I kept the cheeks high? I can't stress it enough. When you smile, I guess you can open up that nasal cavity, and it's going to hit you a lot harder. I can't stress it enough. Don't do that every time. Shit, I'm not going to do that every time. And you're puffing, move the jaw around so the smoke gets around. But I'm telling you, when you smile on this, wowza, it really picked up. We're at a nice medium full right now. Beautiful cigar. It's exactly where you'd want a Cameroon cigar. And in my opinion, I love Don Carlos, but this pushes at a higher strength than Don Carlos, and I wish the regular Don Carlos would push the strength at this level as well. When you get to the Don Carlos Personal Reserve, that's what really shines. It pushes a little stronger. I want to talk to Ed Lamont about this cigar. We talked about it in other ways, but in my opinion, they should make a special version of the Red Dot, because the Red Dot's always the same, and that's very consistent. But in my opinion, they should make a Red Dot, maybe yearly or limited production run, of taking the same blend, which is higher priming. Maybe the same wrapper, but just some higher priming on the filler. Stronger stuff. Maybe even some of the fillers were a little less age. Or if I could throw in some strong Nicaragua and Lajero as well. But if they want to keep it with the same vibe, not change the profile too much, just put higher priming on everything. Wrapper, binder, filler, whatever they're using, just jump it up a notch. And I'd love to see that in a special yearly run. You can call it the Cohiba Red Dot. You can call it the Cohiba, Red Hot. You just make it stronger and spicier. Red Dot Supreme. The Cohiba Flaming Hot. But that sounds like those nachos that just are not so good for you. We're going to come back. If you haven't already smoked this in your life, I don't know where you've been. My opinion, because it's available on CBID. All right, I'm not a rich guy. I'm going to tell you to buy a 5-pack on CBID. See how you like it. After that, if you want to buy a box, get a box. But phenomenal flavor on this. Every time. 1,000% of 100 consistency. 5 out of 4 dentists. 5 out of 4 North Korean dentists approve. Every time you have this cigar, it's phenomenal. Never bad. Such great flavor. I mean, every time. I mean, over 10 years, maybe 15. Every time you're like, man, that's just great. That's just a great cigar. Really is. It's not going to be, Cohiba's best cigar. It's their best selling, because pound for pound, it just does everything so good. Obviously, like, the purple's better, but the purple's much stronger and heavier, etc. And there's no deal in CBID. Right. But it is what it is. You should check this out. Make sure you dry box it for a couple of Well. We're still enjoying this delicious fruit. Look at that. Thank you, God. Here's what it is. Guys, you gotta stop eating Cheetos and bullshit. Like, eat some fruit, drink water. This is what it is. This is what it is, okay? So this cigar is marvelous. Yeah, it's gonna be a 4.7 for me, dog. So delicious. Tons of cinnamon, roasted sweet nuts, nice salty finish, tons of black pepper. I don't really get a lot of wood notes on this cigar. It's just so nice. So nice and creamy as well. Long, heavy finish. Sticks to the teeth. Anything bad to say about it? No. That's nice. The strength right now is like a gentle medium to full. So it's more than medium plus, but it's not a heavy stout medium to full right now. Really nice. Still 60% darkness. It's nice. God, like, it's one of those cigars you can have this the rest of your life, and it covers a lot of the bases, you know. If you have the same strong cigar every day, you're gonna get bored. Lots of times with strong cigars, you vary it up because they'll push different things. But this is just such a masterful blend that even though it's not, super strong, it's very fulfilling. It's just very well-rounded. It does everything well. And we're going to test the ash, and we're going to drop it so I can relax. I know this cigar so well, I could smoke this another inch if I wanted to. You know, anyone saying, General Cigars, they don't have good construction, so many touch-ups, see? Ash finally goes, so many touch-ups. That's bullshit. That's going to be it for me. You already knew what was going to happen with the cigar. I love the cigar at the same time. Every time I have a cigar, just because I love it. It's open for interpretation. If I have it and it's not good, well, that's a consistency issue. Remember, smile. Move that smoke around. And I've never had a consistency issue with this cigar. Tastes great, smokes great, delicious, happy cigar with nice amount of potency. Very comfortable, good for anyone. That is nice. You can smoke it fast, smoke it slow, whatever you want. Just relax with it. Delicious. So delicious. You know, I know a lot of people love this cigar, but generally speaking, guys that get really into cigars and they're cigar aficionados or experts, you know, where you smoke everything and buy expensive cigars, then they mock this cigar. Mock it. I've seen it firsthand. Oh, it's really picking up towards the last third. That's nice. I don't want to put it down. Kind of really huffing on it at the end. I'm really enjoying that. Delicious. The dog loves it too. Definitely ramp it up here in the last third. So we're done here. Great cigar, absolutely marvelous flavor. A delicious blend, a perfect blend of just enough power, plenty of flavor, plenty of sweetness, plenty of spice, but everything done in harmonious timing. Stay fresh, 2 showers a day. I'm just gonna chill with this and relax and listen to Bob Dylan. Quit drinking soda, eat some prunes, and quit drinking alcohol in a debaucherous level. You want to have a few drinks a week? That's fine. You want to have 1 drink on a Friday night? That's okay. Watch it. Having 3-4 drinks a day is debaucherous behavior. Stop it. Stop it, okay? All right? Stop trying to get to the spiritual world by physical means. When you're getting drunk, what you're saying is, oh, I'm tired of this physical world. Let me check out and cross over spiritually. But trust me, that's not the proper way through alcohol or drugs. So, limit your alcohol. Have a nice taste. Thank you, God, for this. This is nice. Appreciate it. Have some respect for yourself. Okay? Don't drink tomorrow's beer today.